President Bola Tinubu has appointed 8 special advisors into his cabinet. This appointment comes few hours after the president inaugurated the National Economic Council team headed by Vice President Kashim Shettima. Didelake is appointed as special advisor, special duties, communications strategy. Yao Darazo, special advisor, political intergovernmental affairs. Wale Edun is special advisor, monetary policy. Others are Olu Verhagen as special advisor, energy. Zacchaeus Adedeji, special advisor, revenue. Former EFCC chairman Nuhu Ribadu is appointed as special advisor on security. John Owajumogu as special advisor on industry, trade and investment, and Salma Ibrahim Anas is appointed as special advisor on health. A special advisor to the president is a supporting role in the executive arm of government of Nigeria, whose duty is to assist the president in the performance of his functions. Let's talk this through by speaking with a policy development and inclusion advocate, Mary Ikoku, who is joining me from Abuja. Thank you so much for joining us on the News at 1. Talk to us how you think the appointments, the choice of special advisors reflect the political ideology or agenda of the incumbent president, Bola Tinubu.
They come to me.
Yes, can you hear me?
I hear Etienne before, but I can hear you now.
Great. Yes, I was trying to find out how you think the President Bola Tinubu's choice of special advisors reflect his political ideology or agenda.
Oh, I think that, looking at the computation of his, the 8 special advisors that he just put out, I must say that it really reflects a serious-minded person. So when you hear that he's very good at spotting talent, I can see that a lot of headhunting have gone into choosing those special advisors. These are thoroughbred professionals in their own right. I recall knowing Olu on that list, Dele Aleke and all of those people. These are people, I think that this is what you would call round pegs in round holes. And it says a lot about what is coming. I think it's been an exciting 2 weeks for any serious-minded citizen of this country. The way the president is going and the bills he has assented his signature to so far, and some of the activities that he made, and topping it up, those special advisors, kudos. It gives so much hope that we are in for something great in this country.
So some have actually been reacting, a majority that I've seen so far have been reacting positively, while others are actually of the opinion that how much of female representation do we have in these announcements, in these special advisors who have been unveiled by the president, and also talked about the federal character, looking at the maybe the tribe and where they're exactly from in the part of the country. How do you react to this?
Please come again.
Let me confirm whether you can hear me.
I can hear you now.
Yeah, I'm talking about people's reaction, critics' reaction. Majority that I've seen so far reacted positively to this news. But then others are saying, how much of federal character does this reflect, and also the female representation in this announcement? Okay,
so I am not, you know that I'm very big on advocating for inclusion, particularly the women inclusion and youth inclusion. So that list is also very impressive. Yes, out of 8, there are 2 women there. What it tells is that the president is being very intentional with his appointment. There's diversity. You can see 2 women out of 8. Sometimes we get to see lists like this. You don't even find a single woman in a list of 100. So 2 women in a list of 8 advisors. I think that's about, it's still less than 30%, if I must say, but it gives hope that by the time he's able to, put together the remaining 12 advisors, that you will begin to see maybe more women. But so far, I hear the arguments out there. There have also been arguments around there are how many Yorubas and to one Igbo and all that. The truth is that we need Nigerians to get the best of Nigerians to fix Nigeria. And I am so proud of this president because I can see the signs are there. Why we want to see more women, we want to see youth, we want to see even people with disability. We want to see federal character represented. We must also know that these are members of these are his aides, his personal staff, and he must be given that allowance to choose people across the divide, across sectors. And so far, the names on the list, at least I know quite a number of them, and I want to say that it's quite representative. We may want to see more, but this is a good sign for me, because what is more important to me is to see, people, competent people with competences that have the right skill set for the specific jobs that they are given to. So when you see this list, you can see, and the particular offices that have been assigned to them where they'll be advising the president, you can see that a lot of thinking had gone into the selection of those. The only side I'm a bit worried about is that I know Olu for sure, and I know where she lives, and I hope that Nigeria will be able to pay that woman, because I know what she's got in risk currently. I don't know if we'll be able to pay her, but I know that I'm almost certain that the president, Bola Tinubu, will be able to figure out how to pay competent people to work for Nigeria. What is it going to cost us as a nation to really get the right skills, the right competences, and the right people to work for the development of Nigeria?
Yeah, these
Nothing
are critical.
is too much to pay for right people.
Right. What we have so far, these are critical. What we have so far, can you hear me very quickly?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So what we have so far, talk about the special advisor on monetary policy, the one for energy, also for security, and communication strategy. These are very critical areas. So how convinced are you that the names that are mentioned so far will be able to form, as a policy development expert that you are, that they will be able to shape this administration policy?
So when I see a name like Dele Alake, I see a name like Nuhu Ribadu for security, Dele Alake for strategic communication and all that, and Olu for energy. I know for a fact, and so many of them on that list, I know for a fact that they are actually people who are not just only good on policy making, they are also good in the operational level of these specific areas. So I am confident, I am very, very confident that Mr. President has really, I don't know how long it took him to gather these people together, or if there are people he's been working with before, but I am so sure, I can see, and even looking at their profile, you can see they're just not out of flashbang kind of professionals. They are people who have done policies, who have done the operations, who have done the management at the operational level, as well as strategic and policy making level of this. So they can actually become your de facto ministers if you like. But I think he has very good and credible advisors, and I look forward to seeing the remaining 12. I think also.
Absolutely.
I think we are in for something good.
Absolutely, there's a lot to cover in the history of Nigeria.
And just to say though,
right,
that policy making is a function of the minister. So they are advisors to the minister. So when you also get it right with the crop of people that are holding ministerial appointments, working with this kind of top-notch special advisors, I think we are in for something good, really, overall.
We'll continue to monitor developments, from Aso Rock, and we'll talk about it as soon as they emerge. A policy development and inclusion advocate, Mary Ikoku, thank you so much for your time.